So it's Marcy and Gwen in the studio sewing, and Gwen just taught me something really, really good. And the theme for the day is dealing with things that people are afraid of. So she's going to show you how to do a really beautiful, simple mitered corner.
And so this is specifically on miters that aren't right angles. So here I've cut something. I've even put a little curve in, and this is a very soft knit. So I would press my hems in. You can get this. Press the hem. And it's flat. And then, ooh, these are curved too. And then I snip, a small snip, right where those come together. And so now I have two little notches, and I put a pin exactly at the end. So I take this.
Let's take a look at this again. Put the notches together.
There's one notch.
There we go. Okay.
And here's one notch. And those, I snipped through those two layers of fabric.
Okay.
Okay. And I put a pin right at the very end, and where the press line is. And sometimes I just take the pin and stick it in where the two crosses of the pressing come together. And here's my notches, and I take right sides together and line up the notches, and the notches are pointing toward the pin, and that gives you your line of stitching.
Let me come in. My camera's going from clear to blurry, so I want this to be clear.
Can you still see the, here's where the line,
there,
the notches are.
That looks more clear now.
There's the line.
Oh, yeah. Look at
and
that.
this is going to go directly from there to there, and that's the correct line.
I love this.
They give you your notches when you cut your notches. When you cut your notches, make sure that you're pointing to the point.
Okay.
That's
a crucial thing too. She's going to get her favorite special scissors.
So when I cut this, I'm not cutting this way or this way. I am cutting at the is it the juncture, the apex of these two, and directly to this point.
A straight line to the point.
Straight line to the point.
Yeah.
Because they are going to give me the direction of my stitching line.
And then will you draw in your stitching, or?
I don't.
No. Okay. She's got the 10,000 hours. If you don't, you might want to draw it in with a fine line chalker.
Then
but
you could take.
You don't have to.
Where's Marcy's?
Oh, it's over on the other table there.
So then you could, if you wanted to, you could do this. It would help it not be quite so scary.
And even though the sides and all were curved, this is still a straight line, isn't it?
Yeah. It's still a straight line.
Okay.
Well, it's knit. You got a little bit of
Got some
wiggle room there.
Yeah.
And I don't take this pin out until the last moment.
Okay. And then how about trimming afterwards? Do you trim?
I don't. Yes, I do trim.
Okay.
I do trim. But I don't trim until I've checked. Let's just pretend we stitched this. Oh, sorry. So we've stitched along there.
Uh-huh.
And I check it.
Right.
Always check.
Always.
Even if you're feeling a little overconfident.
Yeah.
Check it and make sure. And then I trim, because wasn't it Bobby Carr that said something about bulk?
She did say something about bulk, but sometimes I take a cue from the Japanese kimono.
Oh, yes.
You know, and they never trimmed at the bottom of the kimono band on the kimono, because sometimes you want the weight. So I think the fabric would determine, and you're going to press that seam open.
I would press it open with my point presser.
Me too.
I'd press it flat and press it open,
Yep.
and then we
And
would
then
turn it,
turn it,
and then we would go,
and you kind of sculpt it because this is a super soft fabric that looks beautiful.
ta-da!
Ta-da!
Things we're afraid of.
Things we're afraid of.
The scary things.
Yep. Here we go. Miters.
Miters.